Hello there guys, my name is Ben and you are watching a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay on Fallen. I am going to be talking about some of the Black Ops 2 stuff in a moment, but just a little bit about the game very quickly. I realised I've never posted a gameplay on Fallen, so hence the reason this is a game on Fallen. I thought I'd pick this one because it was a very close game of free-for-all. Right, that is done. On to what you click the button to watch. So, Black Ops 2. Now, I want to be talking about the matchmaking side of things, which is, you know, the big to-do at the minute. As it stands, they're saying that matchmaking is going to be based on a true skill level. So, I'd imagine they're going to be basing it upon your KD, your win-loss, and your score per minute. Now, all well and good, but it wouldn't work. I actually can't see how that would work. If your KD is 3, and you're put up against people whose KDs are also 3. In theory, if you're all if you're playing 6 or 7 people, all of the same KD of a 3.0 or whatever, you're all in theory going to be all hitting relatively even scores at the end of the game because you're all of the same skill level. So, theory being, you will all end up even. So, 20 and 20 or 10 and 10 or something to that effect. So eventually your KD will then drop to 1.0 and then you'll be playing against people with 1.0 KDs, and so the trend will continue. You'll then be playing what you would deem as lesser caliber if you are a 3 KD player, and then your KD would creep back up again and then creep back down again. Now your win-loss ratio, again, if you're playing against people with a higher win-loss ratio, your win-loss ratio is eventually going to start dipping. And then when it dips, you'll play against people with more losses than wins, and it will start going up again, and it will kind of go in almost like a wave, if you like. So I really fail to see how that's going to have a huge impact. The only possible way I could personally see it working is, as it stands, you can select to search games through area, so obviously local or whatever has the most players in, or what have you. So if you can search by either your skill level or by whatever level you want, obviously you select not obviously to play people with a lower caliber than yourself, but have the option to go for that true skill level because you want to have close games and play people that of your level. Then brilliant, you can search for that. Or if you just want to go into a game and have potluck of who you'll play against, you could play against an absolute monster or play against a god-awful person like myself. Then you can choose to do so and just make it kind of a potluck thing. That's the only way I can really see it working, because a lot of people, if they are a good player, they're going to enjoy playing against poorer people. And if someone is of a poorer standard, they're going to want to play against people of the same sort of standard. So it's a no-win situation. If they do go down this route of this true skill matchmaking, they're going to piss off some people and make some people really happy. And if they don't, obviously some people are still going to be annoyed, saying, "Oh yeah, I really want to be playing people against the same sort of level as me." And it's a no-win situation unless they set it up so that way you can search to use it or not use it. That's my opinion. I'd quite like it. I think I'd quite like playing against people with the same caliber. I'm not amazing by any stretch of the imagination. I think I hold down about 1.3 KD. Yeah, I'd prefer playing people with of the same caliber, just because it makes more entertaining games if they're a much closer game. You'll see in this one, certainly towards the end, it's stupidly close at the end, and it's just more enjoyable that way. So that is where I'm coming from in regards to the matchmaking. I would like to see it, but I'd like to see it done in a way that you can choose to use it or not. And there's always, if they choose not to go down that route, there's going to be ways that people are going to be able to manipulate it to their benefit. So again, if someone is holding a 3 or 4 KD and they're only going to get matched up against people with 3 or 4 KDs or fantastic scores per minute or what have you, all they are going to have to do is buddy up with someone who's holding down a KD of 0.20 or whatever, and make them party leader and go into the games that they're going to be playing against people who are of a poorer standard than themselves. So there's going to be ways for people to get around playing the way that the game will be intended, and swing it to their benefit. So unless they can make it so that way people can't bend the rules or bend the system to work in their favour, then they just shouldn't be introducing it, in my opinion. It's always worked well how it is. If they're going to be changing it, they need to make sure it's an absolutely foolproof way of doing it before introducing it. So that is just my opinion. So again, reiterating, I'd like to see it, but it needs to be done in a very, very specific way to make sure it works and people can't break the rules. So that's everything, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please feel free to leave me a little thumbs up. See you later.